Gentleman yields back. The gentleman from New York reserves. Gentleman from Oregon is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just want to mention that there's about $400 million that would have been raised last year under this bill had this tax been in place, and none of that money goes to public safety. It goes to rebuild community space, but not public safety. With that, I yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Carter.
I thank the gentleman for yielding.
Georgia,
Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman for Georgia is recognized for 2 minutes.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, how is it that we here in Congress, in the face of all the domestic and international crises that we are facing right now, that we're here talking about decriminalizing and descheduling marijuana? Now, we're all going to go home this weekend. And what are our constituents going to be talking about? They're going to be talking about the price of gas. They're going to be talking about the price of food. They're going to be talking about the price that they have to pay to heat their homes. They're going to turn on the TV, and what are they going to see? They're going to see in real time Ukrainians being bombed by Russia, fleeing for their life. And what are we doing here in Congress? Talking about marijuana? You got to be kidding me. Mr. Speaker, as you know, I'm a pharmacist. I know addiction. I know, and I've studied addiction. I can tell you, marijuana is nothing more than a gateway drug. It leads to other, harder drugs. Don't try to justify this by saying, oh, alcohol's a drug and it's legalized. That's not what we do. That makes no sense whatsoever. Mr. Speaker, we had a hearing in the Energy and Commerce Committee. We had 10 parents before us whose children had died due to opioid addiction. Not 8 out of 10, not 9 out of 10, but 10 out of 10 of those parents said they smoked marijuana to begin with. 10 out of 10. It is a gateway drug that leads to harder drugs. This is not a Republican-Democrat situation here. This is an American problem. You know that we had 100,000 Americans die of overdose last year. Mr. Speaker, this is misguided. This is wrong. This is not what we should be discussing.
Gentleman's time has expired. Gentleman yields back.